Hello and welcome back to my channel, Thrifty Day. My name is Leah. I'm the creator behind Thrifty Day. Today's episode is going to be a journal with me, and I am going to show you how I add an entire page into my sewn journal. It's very easy. It's wonderful if you're running low on journal space or journal pages, or if you just want to add something a little bit more special, which is the case for me today. Here is a peek at the personal and vintage ephemera I plan on using in today's layout. It is sort of an ode to my daughters. They got tattoos this past weekend. They are sisters that love each other, support each other. It's so exciting. And they say, love you to the moon and to Saturn. It is a Taylor Swift reference. I love watching my daughter's relationship grow into something so amazing. I'm very close with my sister, and they've always been close, but you know, when you're young, it's a little bit different. And so watching them now as they're older, 18 and 24, become the best of friends and support each other and be their biggest cheerleaders is just the best, the absolute best. So I just want to dedicate this to them. I printed these on my cute little Kodak printer that my best friend Ashley bought me for Christmas. They're like little stickers. That was a little printout that the tattoo artist made that they didn't use. They went with something a little bit different. They got them at Classic Tattoos in Fullerton. I think it's called Classic Tattoos. Anyway, it's in Fullerton. And this is just some owls I got in Happy Mail that I love. I'm also going to use some stickers. I have that little vintage book page with the big sun. And I have all of these little gold stars. And I did want to mix in a lot of gold because this page does have a theme. This layout does have a theme. And it's called Golden Afternoon. And I'll explain a little bit more about that in a little bit. I also wanted to use these little glitter glue things. I don't know. I feel like I see them, like everyone using them on YouTube, and I want to be a part of the cool kids club, and I want to use glitter in my layouts. And I had this white gel pen that did not show up on that big page, so I don't even end up using it. But that big printout was a black and white picture that Abby had posted on her Instagram story after she got her tattoo. And so I printed it out, I blew it up, and that is the page that I am going to add into my journal. So this is only the second layout in my new journal. I'm loving using it. The size is literally a chef's kiss. It's just perfect. Ooh, I love these strawberries. So that is the page I decided to use because, oh my gosh, they're so pretty. If you are wondering where I got that strawberry paper, I purchased it at Shorthand. That is in Highland Park. It is only available in store, but if you are in the LA area, I highly suggest going to Highland Park. That stationery store is called Shorthand, and it's incredible. So this is the page. I'm going to trim it up, and I am just going to add it into my journal. I'm going to show you how it's going to look like it was sewn right into the journal when we're done. I love using this technique. I'm sure everyone knows how to do it, but I thought I would show you anyway. You know me, I have to use my paper cutter because I can't cut a straight line, and I never measure anything. So I'm just going to sort of fiddle with this page until it looks about right. So because I don't measure, I think I have to come back and do it a couple of times, but that's okay. And if anybody's wondering, all I did was print out that photo on my inkjet printer. And I did print it on cardstock since this was going to be a standalone page. I wanted to make sure that it was nice and sturdy. And I have been asked in the past what kind of printer I use, and I use an Epson EcoTank. Okay, so here's the part of the video that I wanted to show you because it's such a simple hack. You can use washi tape, but I don't really want to take away from the photo, so I'm going to use transparent tape. I get it at the Dollar Tree. I'm going to put half onto the page and half onto the page in the journal, if that makes sense. So half on one side, half on the other, and then I just use that transparent tape and I go all the way down until that page is completely adhered into the journal. I use clear transparent tape, not sheer, not wrapping paper, absolutely crystal clear tape. And like I said, you can find that at Dollar Tree. If you use this kind of tape, you will not even be able to tell that this page was not sewn into the journal. If you wanted a more decorative flair, you could use washi tape. Let me show you what that looks like on the other side. I was going to use a piece of tape, but then I thought, oh no, let me show you what washi tape looks like. It definitely adds a really cute pop of color. I didn't want that on the side of the photo, but since the photo obviously isn't on this side, I thought, oh, now's the time to use some washi tape. I suggest using wide so that your page is in there nice and secure. And you just put that washi tape right on, half on the page and half on the page in the journal, and you're all done. This page will not come out. It is in here with the glue of God. I promise you it will be nice and secure if you use really good washi tape and a nice, strong, transparent tape. And as you can see, it looks like that page is just sewn right into the journal. I love using this technique. I think it's really fun. I think it adds a lot. And I hope that maybe that was something that you didn't know. So it was just a really easy technique that I thought I would share with you. So I mentioned at the beginning of this video that this layout does have a bit of a theme. It's called Golden Afternoon. And the reason for that is I do have a challenge going on right now, and you can win free pen pal mail from me. So how does this challenge work, you may ask? Well, if you wanted really concise details, you can check out my Patreon on the public page. You don't need to pay to see it. Or I think I even posted it on Facebook. You can see those details, but I'm just going to share them with you now as you watch me work on this layout. It's really fun. We put it together on one of my lives on Patreon. If you wanted to join my Patreon, you can join for as little as $3 a month. That way you get digitals once a month and you get to join our lives and see all my exclusive content. I also have a public page though, and this particular challenge is open to anyone, whether you're on my public page or any of my paid tiers. So the challenge is simple and there's no purchase necessary. All you need to do is create a layout, and I would like the theme to be Golden Afternoon because Golden Afternoon is the current theme on my Patreon right now. So create a layout in whatever style journaling you prefer. Do you want to write about the golden afternoon? Do you want to do a creative memory keeping layout like I'm doing? Are you a planner person and you wanted to do a little square talking about golden afternoon? Are you somebody who loves to take photos? Are you somebody who is an art journaler? However you journal, create a page or a layout or a passage and have the theme be golden afternoon. Post it on any one of your social media platforms, whether that is Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or even here on YouTube. Be sure to tag me or at least let me know that you've posted it so I can see. And that's it. You're entered. No purchase necessary. At the end of the month, I will select 3 entries into this challenge, and those 3 people will receive pen pal mail from me, and the theme will be Golden Afternoon because that's the theme on my Patreon this month. I do ask that you are a member of my Patreon, but as I said before, you can join my Patreon for free, and if you wanted any of the exclusive content, you can join for as little as $3 a month. So it's just a really fun way for us to connect. If you know me or if you talk to me or if you listen to my YouTubes, you know that I'm very big on community. And for me, community really begins with accessibility. My goal in this journaling world and what I hope my voice is I would like to keep journaling as accessible as possible. Not all of us are writers. Not all of us are artists. Not all of us feel crafty, but all of us can be creative in our own way. And so I hope that this page or any of my other platforms can encourage you to feel creative in whatever that means to you. And I think so long as you have access to a community that encourages that and uplifts you and wants to connect with you, you can really find your creative space. So that's what this is. I just like to connect. I think it's really fun. I'm going to do it every month. So if Golden Afternoon doesn't speak to you, don't worry. Next month, our theme is altered art and the same challenge will be happening again. And then the month after that, my theme is vintage Disneyland. So you can interpret that however you want. So we're going to do this all the time. You don't need to, pressure yourself to create right now if it's something you want to think on. And it's just a fun way to connect. So I hope you are inspired to create. I hope you think that's a fun little challenge. And if you wanted better details or if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, or you can even check out my public page over on Patreon. Okay, so enough about the challenge. Let's get back into the layout. I am now adding a little flip down of this postcard for the tattoo shop that they got their tattoos at. We all get our tattoos there all the time. I have 2 tattoos, and my last one I did get at Classic Tattoo in Fullerton. My older daughter has 12, and I think almost all of hers are from there. And now my youngest daughter, her first one is now from Classic Tattoo. So I guess it's in the family. And fun fact, oh my gosh, let me take you all the way back to the 90s. Fun fact, right next to Classic Tattoo is a little store called Ipso Facto. And in 1995, that is where Thrifty Day Leah got her tongue pierced with her best friend Ryan. Oh my gosh. And it's still there. Ipso facto is still there. No, my tongue is no longer pierced, but all through the 90s it was. Okay, so where are my 90s teenagers? Who had eyebrow piercings? Me. Who had tongue piercings? Who had septum piercings? That was such a thing in the 90s. Is it still a thing with kids? I don't know. I never got tattoos when I was in the 90s. I didn't get my tattoos till I was much older. But piercings were definitely a thing, and it was fun. Yeah, but I went with my best friend Ryan. He's still my best friend. Neither one of us have our tongues pierced anymore. But yeah, that's funny. Oh my gosh, what a memory. When I was there, whenever I go get a tattoo or I go with Lizzie to get one or now with Abby, I always see it and go, oh my gosh, memories. I don't even know what made us go there. We're not really close to Fullerton. Very weird. So now I'm just adding all of these little goodies. I had this little tiny bit of a little vintage style hanky from, I don't know, a collection I made, I think last month. Oh yeah, it was from the vintage Snow White collection. And that little piece had been sitting with my ephemera forever. So I thought, oh, now's the time. I'm just going to staple it right onto that little postcard. And then I realized pretty quickly that that white pen wasn't going to work on that black and white page. I don't know why. I think it's just a cheap pen. But as I read what the little text said that came on that book page, I thought, oh my gosh, this is perfect. It talks about giving and supporting and all of this and how, I'll actually put it closer so you can read, but I was like, this is perfect. I'm going to add this right onto the page. Such a sweet little passage. It made me so happy, so I just glue it right on there. I'm going to hold it up here for you to read. If you want, pause and you can read it. It's really sweet. I just loved what it had to say. And it's yellow, so it adds to that golden afternoon vibe. And now, in that same vein, I am going to add a whole bunch of little gold stars all over the page. I'm just going to like confetti just everywhere. I love these stars. It's funny because if you go through a lot of my journals, or even if you just go look in some of my flip throughs that are here on YouTube of my completed journals, you'll see these little stars everywhere. I love them. I think it's because it's very nostalgic to the 80s. I think if you were an 80s kid, we got these gold stars, whether it was when you were in your piano lessons or at gymnastics or even at school, you would get these little stars. And I know I had a teacher that had one of those big charts with everyone's names, and every time you were good, you got a star. And when your star line filled up all the way to the end, you got like a prize. So yeah, I love these little gold stars. If you're wondering where I get them, they're very inexpensive, like $2. You get a whole bunch of them, and I get them from Walmart. Look in their office supply section. That's actually where they are. It was so funny. For a bit, I was kind of stumped when I was doing this layout, like when I was trying to figure out where I was going to journal and what I was going to do. And I thought, oh, you know what? Just stop. Just let it happen. Add the star stickers everywhere. Don't overthink it and just have fun with it. And so I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's very hodgepodge, which is so my aesthetic. And I've really learned to embrace that and love it. And it just makes me happy. So now I decide to add this glitter glue stuff that I've never used. It was fine. My experience with it is fine. I think maybe it's because I bought like cheap glitter glue. Like I think this was like 99 cents for all of these. Like maybe I need to buy like fancy glitter glue. I see everybody using like fancy kind. So if you are somebody who uses glitter glue, I always think it looks so cute. Can you tell me what kind you use? Because I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't think mine looks as cute as like everyone else's on YouTube. So if there's like a particular brand I need to know about, can somebody just let me know? Just tell me in the comments. I'll be forever grateful. This was fine. I got it at Target. I wanted it to be a little bit more like, bam, glitter, and it doesn't necessarily have that vibe, but it's fine. It's fine. It did the job. So that's the last bit of memory keeping I do. I do my journaling off camera, and in a moment I will give you a peek at the completed layout. So this is my finished layout. It's so fun. It is so whimsical. It is so just everything that I love. Stickers, my kids, vintage book pages, little gold stars. It's just all the good things, and it makes me happy. Alrighty, my friends, so that's it for today. I hope you're inspired. I hope everyone has a really wonderful week. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you're interested in exclusive content, follow me on Patreon. And other than that, have a good one. I'll see you in the next video, everyone. Have a great one. Bye.